Wow! My Tesla stock is up over 350%.
I hope you like dessert because it's time to get a slice of pie. Okay, maybe not that kind of pie. What we're talking about right now are investment pies. And in the investment space, when you think about investment pies, you think about M1 Finance. Now, M1 Finance is one of dozens of different types of online investment apps that you can start investing into. There's Robinhood, there's Betterment, there's Stash, there's Acorns, Fidelity, Vanguard, the list goes on and on. So with this video, I want to do a comprehensive review of who is M1 Finance. So if you decide to invest and invest with them, you have done your homework, you've done your due diligence, and you are ready. So in this video, we're going to answer the question, who is M1 Finance? What does M1 Finance offer? Is M1 Finance safe? Who is M1 Finance for? Is M1 Finance for beginners? I'm also going to give you an over-the-shoulder look of my own M1 Finance account so you can see how to set it up and how I've invested. And then a bonus of some free training that you can sign up for if you want to take your M1 Finance account to the next level. Now, before we begin, I have a few housekeeping items. Housekeeping item number one, M1 Finance did not pay me to do this video. This is not a sponsored video. I'm recording this video on my own accord. Housekeeping item number two, I am an M1 Finance affiliate. So if you do open an account by clicking a link in the description, I do get a small referral fee. And if you do, thank you. Number three, I am an M1 Finance customer. I have had an M1 Finance account for several years, and I would not recommend or show you anything that I haven't tested myself. And number four, if you want to take your M1 Finance account level to the next level, then sign up for the free training in the description. All right, let's go and find out more about M1 Finance right now. So let's go to answer the first question, who is M1 Finance? Quite simply put, M1 Finance is a robo-advisor. Robo-advisors started back in 2010 with Betterment. Since then, we've seen other robo-advisors come into the space. M1 Finance is no different in the sense that they are a robo-advisor, but they do have some unique offerings. M1 Finance was founded in 2015, and what they are most known for are their investment pies. With their investment pies, you can either build your own portfolio or you can choose from expert pies that have been already built for you. Now, I'll have more on that in one sec. First, I want to address, who is M1 Finance? Are they safe? And one of the metrics that you can use to analyze a firm, especially an investment firm, is by looking at their AUM, which stands for Assets Under Management. Now, at the time of this recording, M1 Finance has over $6 billion under management, and this is on their website. Now, obviously, $6 billion is a lot of money, but how does that compare to other robo-advisors or other online brokers? Now, to get this information, I went to ChatGPT utilizing their new plugin, and this is showing me that M1 Finance has $5.5 billion under management. Now, keeping in mind that assets under management fluctuate with the stock market. So if the stock market is up, AUM is going up. If the market's down, AUM is going down. So these numbers might not be exact, but they just give us a general range to see how they compare. So with M1 Finance at $5.5 to $6 billion, which is a lot of money, we look at Vanguard at $8.1 trillion, Fidelity at $3.6 trillion, Betterment at $32 billion, Ally Invest at $12.8, just to kind of give you an idea of how they compare. Now, comparing M1 Finance's AUM to a Vanguard or Fidelity AUM isn't even fair, but at least gives you an idea of how they rank.
I feel that I'm top five.
And it also gives us a good idea of their business practices, because I don't care who you are, if you have raised over $6 billion of assets under management, then you have to be doing something right. All right, let's talk about the different types of accounts that M1 Finance offers and also their products. So with their accounts, they offer the types of accounts that you would expect any sort of investment broker, investment app. They offer individual accounts, joint accounts, custodial accounts, traditional Roth IRAs, SEP IRAs, and they also offer trust accounts. Now, that's actually the reason that I was interested in M1 Finance, which I loved about them, is that they offer trust accounts. Because right now with my self-directed 401k, the way that it is structured, it basically set up like a trust. So I could set up my self-directed 401k trust with M1 Finance.
Trust me.
Now, M1 Finance is more than just an online broker or a robo-advisor. And you are seeing this in all the different investment apps nowadays, that they're offering more than just investments. So here, if you actually go to the M1 Finance homepage, they're really pushing and marketing their M1 high yield savings account, which is paying 5%. And that is really salty. So that is something to promote. In addition to their high yield savings accounts, they also have M1 Spend. They have their own credit card. You can borrow money if you want to buy stock or investments on margins. They have their M1 Plus program. I mean, they really keep evolving the different offerings that they have. And this makes a lot of sense because if you're trying to compete with all the Fidelities and the Vanguards of the world, or like the Merrill Lynches and all these big wealth management firms, they want to be able to you want to go to one place where it's a one-stop shop. So you can get your investments, you can get your IRA accounts, you can get your high yield checking, you get a credit card, and you can do it all with them. And with M1 Finance, that is no different. Now we'll look at answering the question, is M1 Finance safe? Now, the one thing that you can do on any investment broker, whether it's a firm or an individual, you can go to websites like sec.gov or FINRA at BrokerCheck, and you can see if there's any infractions, any wrongdoings, or any disclosures, as they would call it, on their report. So if you quite simply just search for M1 Finance online, you can go to brokercheck.org, you can go to sec.gov, search for M1 Finance, and you'll see everything that you need to know. So this is all filing. This is all has to be filed with the SEC and FINRA. And you can see as of right now, there are 0 disclosures on M1 Finance's firm profile. You can see anything, where they're registered. You can see who the primary principals are. You can see here's Brian Barnes, the CEO, Jacob Berger, the FinOp PFO, the POO is Ryan Burke, so on and so forth. Anything that you would need to see would be here. And since I was a former registered investment advisor, I know the process of having to file this and keep this up to date every single year. And if there's any material changes that goes, whether it be with M1 Finance as a firm or some of the key principles, this is something that they have to update on a frequent basis. Now, does this mean that there's nothing shady going on, that there's no wrongdoing happening? There's obviously always that chance. But once again, this is a firm registered by our government, by the SEC, by FINRA, and they have to go through a lot of hoops to be able to offer what they do. Not to mention the fact raising over $6 billion of AUM, just another sign that whatever they are doing is working. Now let's answer the question, what are M1 Finance's fees? And this is just where I love fintech. This is where I love the disruptors in the fintech space, M1 Finance being one of them. But if you look here on their website, there are no hidden costs or fees associated with M1 brokerage accounts, including M1 IRAs. Now, if you want to click on their M1 fee schedule, you can, and this is what you'll end up finding. And all you're seeing here are not any hidden costs, but just like, if you want to send some overnight mail, $125, if you want to return mail, if you need some tax documents, paper copy, they're not charging you if you can download this stuff online, but if you need a paper copy, it's a $50 fee. So there is some fees there. But as far as like trading, like buying stocks, buying ETFs, there are no fees. There are no commissions. And if you're wondering, well, how in the world do they make money then if they're not charging me for fees or commissions? Well, that's when we go back to the margin accounts and the M1 borrow, where you can actually borrow money. So basically taking out loans. Like, this is where they're trying to make money, kind of like a bank. Now, having a small minimum deposit to get started is great for beginners, but another common reason why many people don't invest that I've seen with my own experience is how easy is it to actually start investing? I get adding $100 or $500, but what usually stops people is executing that first trade, choosing that first investment. And that's where M1 Finance and their investment pies come into play. So if you are a beginner investor, you can build your own pie. And I often share, using the whole pie analogy, if you can custom order a pizza from Domino's or Pizza Hut or whatever your favorite pizza joint is, you can build an investment pie with M1 Finance. And I'll show you how simple it is here in one sec. Now, that still might be intimidating for you. Even if it's just like picking one or two different ETFs or one or two different stocks and building your own pie, I get it. It might be just too overwhelming where you don't trust yourself to start investing.
No, I don't trust you.
So if you don't want to build your own custom pie, that's where the expert pies come into play. So here's like a little screenshot. You can see we have a general investing pie, a plan for retirement, responsible investing, income earners, hedge fund followers. That's just a few of the different expert pies that have been created. So essentially what M1 Finance has done is that they have outsourced different investment experts, different portfolio managers to build a custom pie that then you can select. So think of it as like somebody that's created a specialty pizza. Say it's like barbecue chicken, because I love barbecue chicken pizza.
Pizza! We like pizza!
You don't have to build the menu. You don't have to build the items on the menu. It's already done for you. Then you just say, hey, I want that specialty pie. That's the one I want to put my money in. And what I love about M1 Finance is if you want to do your own custom pie, you can do that. If you want to do an expert pie, you can do that. You can do a little bit of both. So for me, it's great for these beginner investors that maybe they want to build their own pie, but just choose a few different investments, or they want to build an expert pie. Or if you're a more expert investor and you want to build your own pie, do your own research, they offer that too. All right, let's go ahead and dive into my M1 Finance account so you can see what it looks like to own an M1 Finance account, and also show you how, if you wanted to create your own pie or change your pie's allocation. So the first thing you'll see here is like, ooh, man, that is not looking too pretty. I'll show you why.
And it's gone.
I'm currently down in my M1 Finance account. You can see I started my account back in early part of 2020. But when you log in, so you can quickly see what are the different slices in your pie. So here's what I like about M1 Finance is you could have all your different slices could be individual stocks or individual ETFs. So each slice can be its own thing. Or if you want, you can actually build a little mini portfolio in its own slice. So as an example, I created this crypto pie. This was over a year ago, maybe longer. And initially the intent there was to create a slice inside of my portfolio that had a bunch of different crypto type stocks. Now that actually hasn't happened. Only thing that actually added to this was the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF. So that's the only thing I've added to my crypto slice, and that's the reason why I'm down so much in my account, but that is okay. You can see I'm currently down, excuse me while I vomit over here, down $46,000. Okay, let's get out of there before I have some PTSD come up. But essentially, like, so if you wanted to create like a dividend slice, if you wanted to create a growth slice, if you wanted to create whatever slice that would be, a Vanguard ETF slice, you could do that inside of your portfolio. So if you want to change this, all you have to do is go over to edit, and you can then change the allocation. So right now you can see where I'm currently at with the percentages. So 40% is the crypto pie, 14% the Tesla, so on and so forth. But I can either create a pie or I can add a slice. So let's say I just want to add a slice to this portfolio. Then I would just click on add slice. And then you can see all the major stocks that come up. So some of the more popular ones here, you can scroll down and look all here. You can search by sector. You can see all the different ones here, or you can do a simple search. So let's say I want to buy a Ford stock. I don't know why I want to buy Ford, but let's just say Ford. So Ford stock, you can see it here. All you gotta do is add it to the basket, and boom. And then you got a little prompt. So let's go ahead and add. And then it's going to then ask me, what percentage of Ford stock do I want to do inside of my current portfolio? And once I do that, then I have to figure out, I have to take some from my other holdings for it all to work out. So that's where this is looking to update account. But if you were doing this from scratch and you wanted to, I'm going to confirm that real quick. So let's say edit, and you wanted to create a pie. So yes, pie name. Let's just go new pie, add a pie. So there, now you can see that there is a pie that's going to exist just like the crypto pie inside my portfolio. And I'm actually going to carry this out because my plan here is I've got some money sitting in my 401k trust account that's currently sitting at Wells Fargo that's been sitting in cash longer than I want to admit. And I want to build a dividend portfolio, and to show you, basically trying to create a dividend portfolio that's paying $1,000 a month. And I'm going to do that inside a pie inside of my M1 Finance portfolio. So if you're interested to see how I do that, be sure to subscribe because that video will be coming out here shortly. Now, one other thing I want to point out is whenever you log into your M1 Finance account, you have this little box here that says next trade window. So right now, at the time I'm recording this, it's Friday afternoon. So technically, the market isn't closed at the time of this recording, but my next trade window is 8:30 a.m. on Monday. So basically, this is where M1 Finance is. If you're trying to trade stock, like if you're trying to quote unquote day trade, or if you're trying to get in because there was some news that happened and you're trying to buy the stock at a dip, like this is where M1 Finance is not a good fit. So they have these different trade windows that basically they're trying to batch all their trades together to make it super convenient. It's less fees on their behalf, and also that helps them make a little bit more on the spread. So you can actually, if I wanted to get access to the next available trade window or different trade windows, you can sign up for the M1, I think it's called the M1, the M1 Plus plan. There is a fee for that. Here it is, Unlock M1 Plus. Now, I could sign up for 3 months free. I haven't done it yet. I really haven't needed to do it yet. It's something where if I end up doing an update to my M1 Finance account where I end up adding this, I'll let you know. At the time of this recording, I haven't found a need for it, but it's something where if you want access to these different trade windows so that when you transfer money in and you're ready to make a trade, you can do so much quicker. The way that I have it set up, by the time that money transferred in, it does take a day or two for the money to actually be invested. So overall, what are my thoughts on M1 Finance? To me, like, it's just mind-blowing how advanced some of these investment apps have come, just how much they have developed over the years. And to look at M1 Finance, look at Betterment, looking at Robinhood, all these different investment apps, like, it is so stupid easy to start investing, and M1 Finance is no different. To me, I love the fact as a newbie investor, like if I just want to test out, how it works, like if I want to like build my own portfolio and I want to buy, like some Tesla stock, I want to buy some Facebook or Meta stock, some Google stock, but I want to be careful though. And I also want to build, throw in some Vanguard ETFs just to protect myself, throw in some index funds. Like you can do that. So it allows a newbie investor to take a little bit of risk of picking some growth stocks, some stocks that hopefully will give them higher return over time, but also building, adding some more of a safety net to it because you can add some ETFs as well. I just love that. And then you throw in the fact that you can also buy these expert pies. So going back to my M1 Finance dashboard, you can see up here, if you click on expert pies, you can see all the different pies that they offer. So let's just go and click on general investing. So if you click on this, you can see even within the general investing category, there are different pies. So let's say that you are the ultra aggressive and there's that pie, there's 7 holdings, you have a dividend yield. So if you click on that, you can actually see what is being held in this ultra aggressive M1 Finance expert pie. And lo and behold, what is it? It's actually Vanguard ETFs. We have VEA, VOO, VB, VO, VWO, VNQ, BNDX. So here we go. Like, if you don't even trust yourself picking the right Vanguard ETF, well, guess what? M1 Finance has already done that for you because they built a custom-built expert pie using all Vanguard ETFs. Like, you talk about a no-brainer when it comes to investing, especially for a beginner. M1 Finance has you covered. So for that and a lot of other reasons, including the different offerings that they have, and not to mention the fact $100 to get started or $500 in a Roth IRA, and you only have to add an extra $10 on top of that. And not to mention, like what I've been showing here, this is the M1 Finance dashboard on the desktop. They also have an amazing app that is super easy to use. I mean, it's just literally, you can become a multi-millionaire utilizing their app and their online dashboard and start investing for your future. All right, y'all, if you're ready to sign up for M1 Finance, I do have a link in the description. Once again, I am an M1 Finance affiliate. So if you do sign up, I do get a small referral fee. And also, if you're interested in learning more how to set up your own pies, your own expert pies, or your own custom built pies, I have the M1 Finance free training. Once again, that link is also in the description. If you found any value out of this, I'd appreciate a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know why not. You should do that right now because as always, this is Jeff Rose reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Until next time, peace.